Have you ever pondered the evolution of money? Money's journey from simple barter objects to digital currencies is a fascinating one. For over 5 millennia, it's been a critical part of human history. Before our present concept of money, bartering likely ruled transactions. The coin, dating back to 600 BCE, was unearthed in China, leading to a shift paper money around 700 CE. However, Europe made this switch from to paper in the 16th century. However, for parts of Europe, it took until the 16th century to transition from metal coins to paper money. The shift to paper money opened new doors for international trade. This groundbreaking transition marked a pivotal point in history. It was an innovation that would revolutionize our world, shaping the very fabric of our essence. It was not just a simple transition, it was a paradigm shift. No longer were goods exchanged solely through barter. Instead, a new medium had arrived. This currency was a representation of a nation's economic health. Its value intrinsically linked to the stability and power of the respective government or monarchy. The introduction of paper money created a new battleground, a theater for economic warfare unlike any before. This innovative concept of tangible wealth gave rise to fierce competition between nations. As a consequence, currency wars ignited, setting the stage for economic power struggles. Fast forward to the 21st century and we find ourselves immersed in the advent of two pioneering forms of currency: mobile payment technology and virtual currency. The former mobile payments are transactions executed via the ubiquitous devices we've all come to rely on, our smartphones or tablets. This novel payment method allows users to swiftly and conveniently pay for various products and services, eliminating the need for physical cash or cards. On the other hand, we have virtual currency. This is an intriguing digital representation of value that exists solely in the virtual realm. It's unregulated, unchecked, and not governed by any central bank or financial institution. And while this freedom might appear daunting to some, it's also what makes it so exciting. Virtual currency is a digital representation of value, unregulated by a central bank. Ironically, in the US, it costs more than a cent to produce a cent. This might come as a surprise, but it is factually correct. To produce a 1-cent coin, the manufacturing costs, including metal sourcing, minting, labor, and distribution, end up costing around 2 cents. Similarly, creating a 5-cent coin or a nickel isn't exactly a bargain. It demands a spending of nearly 7.5 cents. This cost exceeds its face value, leading to a peculiar disparity. It's not just a few cents we're talking about. These are large amounts that quickly start to pile up. In the fiscal year of 2018, the cost of cent production amounted to over $85.5 million, an additional burden borne by the US taxpayers. In the same year, the production of nickels added another $33.5 million. The US dollar is the world's preferred currency for borrowing, lending, and central bank reserves, with the euro trailing as the second most important currency. This preference originates from the historical dominance of the US economy and the stability of the dollar. However, the euro, introduced in 1999, has steadily gained respect and acceptance globally. The creation of the euro was a profound step towards the unification of European economies. It was designed to foster economic growth, promote employment, and protect member nations from exchange rate fluctuations. These benefits have been instrumental in improving living standards in these nations. Moreover, the presence of a single currency eliminates transaction costs, promoting trade within the Eurozone. Today, over 340 million Europeans share the euro. The oldest existing currency is the pound sterling, the official currency of the United Kingdom. Originating in the distant mists of history, the first iteration of the pound materialized in the year 1489, amidst the turbulent reign of the notorious monarch, King Henry VIII. This formidable ruler, infamous for his tumultuous romances and religious upheavals, presided over its inception. The pound sterling, resilient and tenacious, has endured through centuries of economic fluctuations, political upheavals, and societal transformations. It sailed through the shifting of time, standing tall and independent, unyielding in its sovereignty. This steadfast resilience is particularly striking when juxtaposed against the backdrop of the European continent, where, at the dawn of the 21st century, the majority of countries chose to relinquish their independent currencies in favor of adopting the euro. It has survived as an independent currency while the majority of Europe adopted the euro around the beginning of the 21st century. Interestingly, only 8% of the world's currency is in physical cash. The vast majority is digitized, stored in electronic form on the vast network of computer hard drives that make up the modern banking infrastructure of the globe. This digital shift was accelerated by the arrival of the internet and the increasing ubiquity of online transactions. As we move deeper into the digital age, our monetary system adapted to meet the shifting needs of consumers and businesses alike. With the introduction of online payments, we found ourselves the brink of a financial revolution. The traditional concept of money as something physical, something you can touch and feel in your hands, has been challenged. Today, transactions can be made within seconds, with just a few clicks or taps on a screen. The advent of the internet and online payments has led to a world where money is made and spent without ever physically touching it. The inaugural automated teller machine, also known as an ATM, was established at a Barclays Bank branch in London during the summer month of June in the year 1967, courtesy of visionary innovator John Shepherd Barron. This marked the beginning of a new era in banking. No longer were customers restricted to the traditional banking hours. With the advent of ATMs, banking became a 24/7 operation, with the machines allowing customers to withdraw cash, check account balances, and even deposit checks at their convenience. The first of its kind in the United States saw its in the autumn of 1969 at the Chemical Bank branch nestled in the bustling city of New York. The idea of a personal identification number, more commonly known as a PIN, was first proposed and implemented by an innovative British engineer named James Goodfellow in the subsequent year 1970. As we move towards the present, a stark reality comes to light. It's a fact that's impossible to ignore, and it's a fact that should alarm all. The world's total global debt hit an unprecedented high in 2021, reaching a staggering $303 trillion. This figure wasn't just a minor increase, but a significant leap from the debt levels recorded in the preceding year. This alarming rise in global debt, as cited the World Bank, marks the fourth surge of such magnitude since the year 1970. The cause? An intertwining web of factors ranging from the crippling effects of the COVID-19 pandemic to the ravages of the war in Ukraine. This surge, according to the World Bank, is the fourth since 1970, resulting from various factors including the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine. In summary, the evolution of money has been a fascinating odyssey, transitioning from the humble beginnings of the barter system to the sophisticated world of digital currencies. From shells, beads, and precious metals to paper and now digital representations, money has evolved not as a static entity but as a dynamic concept, parallel to the progress of human civilization. Been a catalyst for global exchange, facilitating trade and economic interactions between different cultures and countries. It's been at the core of conflicts, wars, and has acted as an instrument of power. It has also been a source of financial crises, triggering global debts. Yet it remains a cornerstone of our society, shaping our lifestyle, policies, and relationships. As we continue to progress, adopting more advanced forms of transactions, we can't help but wonder, what's next for money?